starting my life. I was managing a restaurant, handling finances and employees. I was learning a lot less about the real world in school and paying so much for it. Toward the end of the semester, she received a letter from the university announcing that state funds to private colleges in New Jersey were at risk of being cut. It was a warning. She would likely need to pay even more the following fall. So, she dropped out of college. The dropout crisis. The story of Samantha Dietz is not unique. It reflects a broad national trend in American higher education, where some 400,000 students drop out every year. For most of the 20th century, the United States bragged that it had the best colleges and universities in the world, and rightfully so. Since the end of World War II, when colleges and universities threw open their doors to returning GIs, helping to create a vast middle class that defined a generation, these institutions have been the envy of the world and a symbol of American greatness. They attracted the most talented students from other countries and graduated young Americans who were the best educated in the world. Not anymore. Over the last 30 years, and particularly in the first decade of the new millennium, American higher education has lost its way. At the very top, the most elite and prestigious institutions remain the best. The world still clamors to get into Harvard, Princeton, Yale, Berkeley, Stanford, Amherst, Williams, and a few dozen other household brands. But at the colleges and universities attended by most American students, costs are spiraling out of control and quality is declining just as increasing international competition demands that higher education be more productive and less expensive. Only slightly more than 50% of American students who enter college leave with a bachelor's degree. Among wealthy countries, only Italy ranks lower. As a result, the United States is now ranked number 12 among developed nations in higher education attainment by its young people. As the baby boomer generation leaves the workforce, the country risks having successive generations less educated than the ones that preceded them for the first time. Such trends carry significant economic risks for the United States. For every dollar earned by college graduates, those who drop out without a degree earn 67 cents. Since the turn of the century, average wages for high school graduates, who today make up about half of the adult population, have fallen considerably to just over $19,000 below the federal poverty level for a family of four. Nothing short of winning the lottery helps ensure a young person will achieve the American dream quite like a college degree. A 4-year college credential is the best ticket, and perhaps the only ticket, for kids from the poorest families to get ahead. For children from families at higher income levels, defined as $61,000 and above, a degree helps them make it to the top themselves. In 2010, 4 years after Dietz quit Fairleigh Dickinson, she signed up for a class at nearby Raritan Valley Community College. Since then, she has taken one class a semester, paying about $500 a course. She wishes her counselors in high school had encouraged her to consider community college, instead of mocking 2-year institutions as places for students who couldn't hack it on a 4-year campus. Now Dietz is 24 years old and working for a real estate company. Her job doesn't require a degree, but she thinks she'll eventually get one. She has heard the statistics on the long-term payoff of a degree, but for the moment, Dietz feels she is better off than many of her high school friends who went to college. They graduated and are in worse situations, she says. They are back to waitressing or nannying, not doing anything with their degree. They are living at home and in tons of debt. I'm in a much better situation. A risk-averse, self-satisfied industry. American higher education is broken. Like another American icon, the auto industry in Detroit, the higher education industry is beset by hubris, opposition to change, and resistance to accountability. Even the leaders of colleges and universities think we're in trouble. More than